Welcome back. The news in full. Egypt confirmed on Monday that it was following with greater concern the rapid developments in Guinea in such a turning point. In a foreign ministry statement, Egypt called on all concerned parties to practice self-restraint and to stick to peaceful means and dialogue to settle the current crisis. Uneasy calm returned to the streets of Guinea's capital, Conakry, on Monday as its citizens awaited the announcement of a new government after the apparent overthrow of President Alpha Condé by an elite army unit which drew global condemnation. Details.
Guinean special forces seized power in Guinea on Sunday, arresting the president and imposing an indefinite curfew in the West African nation. Guinea's land and air borders had been shut and the government dissolved. A uniformed officer said in a statement that the country's governors and other top administrators will be replaced by the military. Earlier on Sunday, residents of the capital Conakry's Kaloum district, the government quarter, had reported hearing heavy gunfire. One Western diplomat in Conakry, who declined to be named, suggested the unrest may have started after the dismissal of his senior commander in the special forces, provoking some of the highly trained members to rebel. The U.S. State Department condemned the latest developments and warned it could limit Washington's ability to support Guinea. Meanwhile, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned it in a tweet and called for Condé's immediate release. The chairman of the African Union, DR Congo president, and the head of the executive body, former Chadian Prime Minister Moussa Faki Mahamat, also condemned it, calling for Condé's immediate release. Meanwhile, the Economic Community of the West African States, ECOWAS, through its acting president, Ghana's leader, Nana Akufo-Addo, threatened sanctions if Guinea's constitutional order was not restored. And EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell demanded respect for the state of law, the interest of peace, and the well-being of the Guinean people.
Upon the directives of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt sent humanitarian aid to Sudan via an air bridge. This is part of Egypt's support provided to Sudan in all crises to help in alleviating burdens on Sudanese citizens. Egypt reported on Monday 343 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 290,027 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February last year. The Health Ministry also reported 13 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 16,789. The ministry added that 549 patients were discharged from hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 241,964 people. Meanwhile, as part of the government's efforts to accelerate the vaccination campaign, the Ministry of Health started on Monday the vaccination of the employees of the National Media Authority in its medical center. Upon presidential directives, the vaccination of all government employees is now mandatory.